Okay, Boom Bap Nation, here we go. You had a sample up last week that I did not get a chance to get in time, just due to life stuff. But anyway, it was sample from a dude named Roger Webb, and I'm just gonna show you what I did with it, how I put it together, and we'll go track by track by track. It was done mostly in the MPC. I finished it off in Cubase. All together, it came to like 17 total tracks with effects and everything. Yeah, that's basically it. So shouts out to the kid that won. I believe his name was Nicholas. Way to go. All right, so what we'll do is we'll go track by track by track, and I'll just let you hear everything is how it came together. So we had the original sample, which was this. So that was it, the Roger Webb joint. First and foremost, what I did with the sample was I split it up. I took this particular section and I just dropped all the bass out of it and left the highs. I filtered it out, so that's why it sounds like that. As far as the other part of the sample for this, I separated it again and just left the bass. So I don't know if you can hear that with the speakers, but anyway, that was it, the low end. And then what we did over here, we'll go from beginning to end. Track one was the kick. This was the pattern for it. Let me just solo everything or mute everything out here. Mute. All right, that should do it. So we used this kick right here. That was on track one. Track two had two different snares. That's the first snare. Excuse, that was an effect, a riser effect. We'll get to that in just a second. But anyway, that's the first snare. That's snare two to add some body to it. That's on the low end, a little bit thicker type of snare. After that, what I did was I put in a drum break, ran it underneath the kick and the snares, and this is the drum break. So after that, on track 5, we had a little tambourine. I put that real low on the lower end. It's in there, but it's subtle. Track 6. We had just like a tam in a block, tambourine in a block. So a wood block, they patterned together. Over here on track 7, I took vocals off of Diggable Planets and put those in the back. So those are coming in on the chorus, and they'll be coming in on the chorus and whatchamacallit, and sporadically throughout the beat. Why it's not coming in right now? Excuse me. So these are the vocals.
Brooklyn. Boogie Town. Uptown.
So what I did with those is I ran them, I chopped them separately, and then assign them as a send to go into Where we at? 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 On effects channels, and they went into I used Replica from 90's Instruments, and a TLA 100 on the effects channel to basically compress the delay, to keep the delay longer, but so that the delay was more controlled. So that's running through the TLA 100. That's the effects chain there. On the next track was the horns I threw in. And the horns go a little something like this. So that's the horns. The horns are basically they're same sort of type of process. The horns are on a send. They go into another effects channel, which I believe is channel 1. And on that channel, we had blah 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 blah. Same thing, a replica from 90's Instruments. And the TLA 100. And that's the same sort of thing. It's compressed just to control the horns a little bit more as far as the delay is. After that, we had the sample, as I told you, and I broke that up. High part, low part. Track 11, we had cymbal crash. These are easy. They're let's see, let's do this. The intro is where you at? Solo. Okay, so the intro I used an effect off of Battery 4, and it's called Due West. So the effect sounds like this. And that comes in. Track 13. Let's see. Mute these out. On track 13, there's a rise in there. And it comes in roughly about bar 8 or bar 9, somewhere around there. And that effect will sound like this. So altogether, the snares. The snares are hit to a send, and that send is going to that send for the snares is going to, let's close all of this out. That's going to a UA audio Reverb, and it's a preset called Sparkling Hall, really high end reverb. The other effects off of the TAMs, they are going to, let's close this. They're going to a Lex plate from Lexicon, another plugin I really like, and it's just a plate, nice plate sound for the tambourines and stuff like that. So, with that being said, let's go back up here. As you can see, that's the MPC. We're going to go back into song mode, and we're going to go to the beginning. Let's unmute everything. And basically, also what I did over here, which you might not be able to see, but over here as far as the sequence screen is, I linked up all my drums, so for muting purposes I could mute them in and out whenever I felt like it, and just drop the drums out. And the horns I also come in and out with a delay to break up the horn pattern, so that the horns will delay when I want them. I can play with the delay of the horns. I can play with the horn section and how it comes in. So it comes in bits and pieces and not the loop that I made. I'm also controlling the loop so that I can bring it into different sections with the delay, just to make it a little bit more funkier. Alright, so here we go. This is the joint, Roger Webb, Sample Battle, Boom Bap Nation, Sport G, Beatmakers. This is what I came up with. Roger Webb sample, Boom Bap Nation, Sport G, aka the Beatmakers. Peace.